Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. In the studio with me now, I'm talking with Marianne Carlyle, and she is the Centre Manager for the Ontario SPCA here in Leeds and Grenville, and she has someone with her. Who do you have?
Look at this sweet girl. I have Maggie here, Doreen.
Maggie.
It's great to see you.
It's nice to see you too. How did the National Cupcake Day go?
Oh, well, National Cupcake Day was really successful for us. We had a number of people doing their events individually at their site, and I do know that there's still some events going on at some businesses right now as well. So, like Skyward Physio and the bar, they're still continuing it on, just still raising funds. So
good.
But certainly we've met our goal, which is awesome.
That is.
And more money, more funds coming in, much needed resources coming in.
So if there's someone listening that hasn't contributed but want to, they still can?
Absolutely, they can. They could just call us up and say they'd like to make a donation towards Cupcake Day. They don't necessarily need to go online. Okay. But if they do want those cupcakes, I'd check out those two places. They still have some cupcakes that are really good.
Okay. And the telephone number at the center is?
613-345-5520.
Good. Okay. Let's talk about the little one that you have.
Well, here's Maggie. She is a 3-year-old, approximately.
Yes.
She was a stray, and I'd always like to let people know that we do a lot of transferring between the other animal centers. So, for example, the Lennox and Addington Animal Center was having a great difficulty with their heating, and they reached to us and said, "Can you help us with animals? We can't house them overnight." So Maggie came to us that way. So she is a stray cat that has come in through their center, and then she came down to us. And so she's 3 years old. Certainly, she's looking.
Content.
Well, she is really content for a new. A new setting, right?
Yes,
so
exactly. And being a stray too, you would think that they would. I want to sit on your knee. Yeah.
I want to explore, but she is really affectionate in terms of this. Wants to be with people, very social and sitting with me. In our Meet Your Match category, we have her as an orange, a personal assistant. So she'd like to be helping out with some things, which means she's like to be with you and being involved in whatever's happening in the home. But certainly, I am talking about you. She is quite content, and she is available for adoption.
So what kind of home are we talking? With children, without children, with like a retired couple, or?
Sure. So the orange personality cats certainly thrive in a variety of homes.
Okay.
They would do well in a home that was medium quiet, medium loud. They really are in the center line.
Good.
They'll find their space to if they do need to in the home, they need to get away and have some quieter space. These cats are the ones that will find that, but they would be fine with other cats, other animals, and certainly other ages of people.
So they kind of do their own thing, but yet is still social.
Still social, really likes to sit. The orange category cats really are midline. They're not more, at the one end that they're very outgoing, or they're not a little in the other side. They're very quieter or reserved. These oranges, they really meld and blend into your home.
Oh, that's so nice.
Look at her.
So, Marianne, do you have any dogs?
Oh, exciting news! We do.
Yes,
We've got So I'm not sure if the viewers know, but we have been asked by some organizations to help with their dog populations, and they initiated that with us. They reached to us to say, "You have resources. Can you help us?" And so we've been working with some organizations in the U.S. And certainly along the kind of North Carolina area.
Yes.
And working to get those dogs transferred up to us where we have space and we can house dogs. And we are really saving those lives. Those dogs may not have had a great outcome. Yeah,
right.
They may not have had a great outcome if they had stayed where they were. So they're coming into us with all the things they need, babies on board, vaccines on board, etc. And they are available for adoption. So our latest transfer happened the first part of March.
Yes.
And we here in Brockville at the Leeds and Grenville Center had 4 of those dogs come in.
Aw.
Right.
So people can go online then
Online
to your
to-
site and actually see
Yes,
and learn about
and learn about
the
them.
dogs.
Yep. So we have Bluebell. We have Cricket, who is adopted already.
Okay.
Tucker, who is still available for adoption, and Zabumafu, who is a 8-month-old lab shepherd mix.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah, so a real variety for sure. We do have them in home, or sorry, in the center, and we've got them having their surgery today. So they'll be available to go home next day.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's really,
So-
really good.
So we'd encourage folks to take a look at the photos that we have up and the descriptions we have for them
Yes.
on our website, which is ontariospca.ca, Leeds and Grenville / Leeds and Grenville, and you can see all those animals that are available at our center, but also at the other centers across the province.
Which is good. Which is good, because if they're looking for something in particular,
Absolutely.
particular breed, then they can.
Yeah.
So you have some cats, and you
We have
have some
cats.
dogs. Do you have anything else?
We do. We
what do
have
you have?
3 hamsters at the moment.
have 3 hamsters?
Yes, we do. So those are available as well, and those are great starter pets
Oh, they are.
for
Yes.
so for a family. And then we really encourage those to go to those homes that the children are wanting to learn about that husbandry and learning about pet responsibility.
Yes.
These hamsters are very young, so they're just about 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks old. So we've been handling them right along the way, and so they're very used to being handled.
Oh, good. Good. So, for those viewers that are watching and they're thinking, I'm going to be doing house cleaning in a little while. What does the center need and can use?
Certainly. We do go through a lot of linen and a lot of bedding. So that's a regular occurrence. People are offering that up to us because they are, going through things and downsizing or whatever. So certainly we can always use that. Right at the moment, this is really that in-between season. So we really can make use of pet-friendly anti-slip or salt, like de-icer type of
yes.
thing. So certainly we can make use of those,
Okay.
as well as those cleaning products like dish soap, paper towels, the normal
Always run out of type of things. Yes.
toilet paper.
Yes. Yes. Anything
not
like
glamorous, but yes, certainly we.
That.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's needed. It's used. You have to have it. That's all there is to it.
And the litter that we go through, we have a cleaning protocol that we use every day. So we do go through a fair amount of litter on a regular basis. It's keeping our cats in the center very healthy and making sure that those habits are doing what they need to do. So certainly we could use cat litter.
Cat litter. What about food or anything like that? Can people drop things off or little treats?
They can, and certainly we have an option that we often, if it's a food that we're not feeding, because we are on a feeding program at the centers with Royal Canin.
Yes.
So we have a consistent food source for the animals. But if it's not something we can use directly in the center, we try and get it to other organizations that can use it. There's lots of private rescues in the area that may be needing that sort of thing.
Yes.
We can share that to them, and we offer that to them. We don't need to keep that.
That's nice. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about the center or what is happening or what's coming up?
Well, we're looking forward to seeing how we get through this spring and see what we can do for appointment adoptions possibly, that we can schedule them on site. We're not there yet. We are also looking for new volunteers or returning volunteers. So certainly if that's something that you've been considering, look online for that option, and there's a link there. You can sign up for that as well. So,
and it's not like people can take the dogs and walk a dog.
Yes.
Or so there's different things they can do there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So things that we have volunteers for are like the dog walk, for sure.
Yes.
Cat enrichment time in one of the suites. We also can make use of certainly the help for volunteer drivers. So we have our vehicle that we would be taking cats or dogs or animals to either the veterinarians or maybe to a pet store if they're getting adopted from there. Yes. So that sort of thing. Right. And we use volunteers for that if they're available.
Okay. So once again, the telephone number at the center is
613-345-5520.
Thank you for coming in.
Wonderful to see you.
Thank you, Maggie.
There you go.
Nice to see you too. And I'm sure
There, she's
you
talking to you.
She's just adorable.
Yeah,
She's
she's
gonna go
very.
fast.
Thank you.